Here come.
Maybe I could get lost in you. Can't get enough of you. Baby, give me good love. Boy, you give me good love. Maybe I could get lost in you. Can't get enough of you. Baby, give me good love. Boy, you give me good love.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Enjoying us this lovely Memorial Day. I am about to cook dinner here at the Milburn household. Tonight, I'm going to do something a little special. I don't do it that often, just because it's going to be so tender, so juicy. I'm going to be making a delicious meatloaf with, of course, mashed potatoes and broccoli. So stay tuned. Now we're going to check this out. Got our ingredients all lined out here. As you can see, I've got my seasonings already mixed and ready to go. I've got a half a cup of milk. I've got my 3 pounds of ground chuck, my breadcrumbs, as well as my tomato sauce that I am going to be using for
The meatloaf.
the meatloaf. So, come along as we get this going and get it in the oven for a delicious meal. All right, people, so we're going to get our meatloaf going here. Got 3 pounds here of ground chuck. So, the way I do my meatloaf is this. Take my seasonings here. This is all mixed together. I've mixed them together. You have onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, just a couple of my little spices and blends. Those are your main ingredients, okay? As well as some herbs. And then, of course, I've got my breadcrumbs here that we're going to add. So, we're going to sprinkle in our seasoning mix here. Okay. Sprinkle in our seasoning mix, just like that. If I don't have to use the whole thing, listen. My whole thing of it is this. We don't measure in this house unless it's liquid. And even then, I pour until my ancestors tap me on the back of my head and say, honey, you pouring too much. All right. Here go the breadcrumbs. No measuring. You just eyeball it. Just eyeball it. That's all you got to do is eyeball it. Okay? And I know this seems a little weird, but we're going to pour out half a cup of milk. Okay? And then I have this can of tomato sauce here. And we're only going to use half the can. Okay? Only half the can. That's all I need. Half the can. Okay? Now, just like that. Now, don't be afraid. Get your hands knee deep in the meatloaf. Okay? So, we're going to take our little piglies. They have been washed. And we're just going to knead this all in. Okay? We're going to knead this all in. Just mix it. You want to just mix it. Mix it till everything is all mixed together. Okay. Now how you can tell if you need a little bit more breadcrumbs or if you need a little bit more spices. If it does not stick together, you want to make sure you get all that ooey gooey deliciousness. Trust me, honey, this is one of those things you have to trust the process. Okay? Trust the process. See how that's looking?
Smells good.
Smells good, yes. You trust the process. Yep. Just like that. Now see, I feel like this needs just a little bit more breadcrumbs. Just a little bit more. Not too much, just a little bit more. We're going to add a little bit more breadcrumbs. And a little bit more of our seasoning. Okay. Go ahead, Nate. Pour a little bit more. And ancestors say stop. All right. All right. Pop them in the back of the head. Add a little bit more seasoning. This is how we add the rest of it. Okay. Now, Go back in, mixing again. Okay, oh yeah. So you want to make sure that all of this deliciousness is mixed real good. That seasoning is all mixed in real well. Okay, that is looking mighty good. Yes. Yep, and see, that's how you know it's really good and all firmed up. When it starts to become a little tough to handle, that's when you know your meat is ready to go. So we're gonna slide this over. Okay. Slide that over. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna put it in our baking sheet. Now, I have lined my baking sheet with foil, and as you can tell, I have put a rack at the bottom. Now, the rack is to make sure that your meatloaf is not swimming in grease, okay? Your meatloaf just cannot be swimming in grease. This is what we cannot do. If you let it swim in grease, then you'll be forced to take it out and pour the grease off. Yeah. It hinders the cooking process, okay?
Too much.
So, take our meat here. We're going to pour it out. Now, what we're going to do is place it on our rack here. But we're not just going to leave it like this. We're going to form it. Let's form it up here. We're going to form it. Make a nice little, long little meatloaf log here. Like a little brick. Okay. Perfect. Just like that. Okay. Then we are going to take this, and we're going to put this in the oven on 375 degrees.
350?
No, 375.
You told me 350.
That's all right. Okay, we're going to put this in the oven on 375. Okay?
You can edit that out.
We're going to put this in the oven on 375. So, okay, here we go. We're going to put this right on in the oven. All right. So, that is going to cook. That is going to cook now for approximately about an hour. That's going to cook about an hour. All right, I'm going to go, while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead and get started on the sides with the mashed potatoes and the broccoli. Come on back and check how that process goes. All right, people, welcome back. So now I've got the meatloaf going in the oven. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these potatoes. See these potatoes here? I'm going to get them all. I'm going to get them all cut up, peeled, cut up, rinsed, and in a pot and on the stove for my famous mashed potatoes. Come on back. See how the process continues. All right, people. Thank you for coming back. Now I have gotten my broccoli going here. As you can see here, broccoli is going. I've got the broccoli going, and I've got my potatoes going here. Cut up with the potatoes. I cut the potatoes up, put them in the pot, and, you know, added a little salt to my pot. I use sea salt when I season my potatoes when they're cooking, okay? I use sea salt. Now, for the broccoli, I do use Mrs. Dash salt-free garlic and herb on my broccoli. You cook the broccoli. I cook it in with butter, unsalted butter, and just sprinkle this on top like so. And just sprinkle that a good amount. Make sure you season up your broccoli really well. And you want to stir it up. Yep, stir it up so you make sure your seasonings hit every nice piece. Every piece. So every piece have that delectable seasoning on it. Okay? Alright. We let that go for a little longer. Unfortunately, this is my big pan, so we use that to cover it up. Alright. So, those two items are going, as well as the meatloaf. Come on back and check the results. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, the broccoli is done. The potatoes are done. I'm just getting ready to mash them up. And I want you to come along as I do that. So, for the mashed potatoes, we use 2 tablespoons of butter. Unsalted butter. Okay. I use garlic powder. A little bit of this garlic butter. Okay. And we're going to use some Italian seasoning. Give them the herbs. Just for the herbs, y'all. Just for the herbs. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to take the milk. And we pour a little bit of milk. Just like that, you know. Like I said, no measurements. When your ancestors pop you in the back of your head, you're done. All right. So here we go. Now please know that you can always add a little bit more. It's best to start out with little and add as you need it. Because if you start out with too much, you can't take away. You know? Now because I salted my water, typically this does not need any more salt. However, it just may. But as you can see, it's starting to become a little thick. So I may need to add a little bit more milk so it don't be so thick. Okay, now, since we did that, now we do a little taste test. We do a little taste test. Always get a spoon, spatula, or something, and you want to taste. Then when you taste, take a little bit, put it in your hand. I need just a little bit more butter and a little bit more milk. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna add another teaspoon of butter. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit more milk. Just like that. right. We test. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tastes very good. Very good. Now we just need to, as much as I don't like to, but I'm gonna add just a little bit more sea salt to this. A little bit more garlic butter. Okay. And I'm gonna just okay. Just a little bit more butter. And there you have it. Perfectly whipped mashed potatoes. All right, so now all I'm going to do now is going to check on the meatloaf. The meatloaf should be almost done. Then get ready to feed my family for this holiday. Come on back. All right, people, dinner is finally done. Check it out. I got my mashed potatoes here. We got the broccoli there. And look at that delicious meatloaf. Look how it turned out. Turned out really well. All right, we're going to plate it up. And the hubby and the youngin' are going to test it. We'll come back at you. All right, we've got it all plated up here. And the hubby and the youngin' are going to test it. We're going to start with the youngin' tonight. All right, so I'm going for broccoli. Good.
I tend to go for like liars.
Now for mashed potatoes.
I'm a PDSU. I don't know.
Also good. Now for the meatloaf. Meatloaf is fantastic. All right. Juicy and great. All right, now the hubby.
All right, let me try this broccoli. Yeah, broccoli real good. I like to eat my mashed potato with my meatloaf, so.
As I'm listening to Usman,
Oh, it's real good. Great.
like, oh, I
Yeah.
do not like this.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Very good.
And I know all about her trip to
All
Turkey.
righty. So
I texted Courtney while
we are going to sit down and eat, enjoy our dinner for this evening. Thank you for coming on this journey as I made this lovely meal on this glorious Memorial Day. It's been nice and rainy all day today. So we're just going to relax, chill out for the remainder of the evening, eat our dinner, and get prepared for the rest of the week. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe this video.
Pick up notification.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Whoa.